Okay, so let me go ahead. This is kind of what I think people think is going on with flying characters in D&D. They think they're dealing with this really high speed flight that just is going around like insane levels of speed here. This is what they think they're dealing with. They're thinking like Superman or something else, like really high speed, or even just this. This is without the afterburner power going on, and it's still, this is just the basic flight. This is still really fast. This is still nowhere near as slow. This travel power version of flight is nowhere near as what flying characters in D&D are like. In fact, let's drop that and go down to just hover by itself. This is still a lot faster than what flight in D&D is like. So, let's go ahead and pull this over. I'm not going to deal with things about elevation and all that and stuff like that yet. This is 40.51 miles per hour, and unless I remove enhancements, I literally cannot make this character fly slower. Turning on the flight, strongest flight wins. I could turn off hover to show you. It is 71.67 miles per hour. Actually, I could. Excuse me. There is another thing, but I haven't done any calculations for it. Because evasive maneuvers lets me add speed and also add control. This is 71.67 miles per hour. This is, let's see here. It's saying 90.06, but I know it hits 91.22. There it goes. This is flight with afterburner, which you can only activate while flight is going. I don't know how long it lasts. It doesn't last very long. So this is about 91 miles per hour. Okay. Now I can make it slower by turning off evasive maneuvers. And now I'm going 74. Part of 60, was going 74 and then I dropped to 61. We're going to switch to hover. And now going 28. I have not done calculations for that, but let me do that right quick here. So that's 28 miles per hour. Okay, so this is the slowest I can go. 28.79 miles per hour times that, the number of feet in a mile, divided by 600, getting down to a 6-second thing. Should have done all these a little bit earlier, sorry. Thinking of probably edit this out. So this is still not the 30 feet per this is still much faster than 30 feet per move action. This is still loads faster than 60 feet per move action. This is 126 feet per 6 seconds. That could be one move action of 126, or it could be a move and a dash of 63 each. It's a little bit faster than that because there's some decimals. Okay, so this is hover with evasive maneuvers running, and that is about 178 feet per second per 6-second round. This is 100 of speed of 178. So again, that's one move of 178, or a move and a dash of, let me see here, 89 feet each. So let's move on to fly. This is me see if I got that right, because it seems like it should be a much big. Nope, nope, that's about right. This is 315 feet per 6 seconds, so 315 feet per round. One of 315 or two of 157.5. Now, let's go ahead and jump to, and I'm going to just double check my thing here because calculation is looking a little bit off. So 91.22 times, and I will edit this out. Okay, that looks better. Okay, so let's put on Afterburner. This is approximate, with all my speed up, this is approximately 802 feet per round. Again, you could do it as one move of 400, one move of 802, or two moves, or a move and a dash of 401 each. Now, I mean, I'm not accounting for things like monk speed and all of that, but there you have it. Now, what does it take to get you to the speed necessary to represent? Now, look at the running speed there off to her left. To do this is approximately the walking speed, the 30-foot walking speed. Okay, so let's see here. Yep, this is a little bit slower than the 30 feet, than the 30 foot. This is 27 feet in 6 seconds, basically. That's what this is. So the speed in D&D's flight, most speed in D&D flight is about twice this, because the fly spell's 60. A winged tiefling flies at about this rate. This is about as fast as a winged tiefling can fly. A Aarakocra flies not quite, actually just a very little bit more than double this. And now, when you start adding in mobility and monks and rogue actions, if you add in rogue actions to the 30 feet, you can get to 90. You can almost get to the hover without evasive maneuvers I showed you before. I'll show you that again. So a rogue, with taking 3 movement actions, let's say with 30 feet apiece, can get to 90. If I were to shift that, if they also had the mobility feat, which adds, I think, 10 feet motion, so a winged tiefling rogue with mobility, and I'm going to double check here to see if mobility adds to any move speed or just walking. Your speed increases by 10 feet, so it doesn't specify a specific. It just says your speed increased by 10 feet. So if you have a rogue with the mobile feat, and who's a winged tiefling, or some other way of getting dash as a bonus action, you can go this fast. Winged monk can get past this. A winged monk could probably get up to about this. Let me see here. Let me look up what winged monks can get to. Let's see. On armored movement, it just says increased by 10 feet. So there it is. It gets plus 30. So a winged tiefling monk could get up to 60, and 120 could get to this without using a bonus action. So a high-level winged tiefling monk can be about this fast. If they use Step of the Wind, they can add another 60 to this, but they could not get up to this. This is beyond them. Maybe with mobile. 70 times 3 is 140, 210. Nope. Even with mobile, you can't get up to this. Maybe the Aarakocra, since it's plus 30, and you would be dealing with 80 and 90. And then 90 times 3 is 180, 270. Nope. Even an Aarakocra would not get up to this level of speed flight. So you can get, with high levels and the right build, you can get to this speed. But that's high levels. Most of the and very specific and some specific builds. In general, a winged character, a winged tiefling, and a lot of the winged classes are even like the flight capable races are about this. And flight through spells or magic items is about double this. So there you go. That's this on flight. Talk to you later.